Hey folks, we're going to talk about lead generation, and in particular, this might be for accountants, bookkeepers, tax advisors, or anybody out there. When it comes to lead generation, really there's two things or three things that are going to drive leads big time, and I'm going to hit on those real quick. So remember, when it comes to digital marketing, the first thing you have to do is you have to have messaging and a website that's actually going to connect with users and close them, right? I already hit on that. The second thing is now we have to intersect with people when they're really ready to take a step with you, right? And there's one way that will do that much better than just about anything else. And I just want to hit on this real quick. There's a difference between inbound marketing and disruptive marketing. That's the language that I use. There's smarter people that add language that's different to that. But inbound marketing, the idea is this is really based upon a search, right? So if I have a question, I grab my phone and I look up a question. I search for something. Now there's kind of top, middle, and bottom funnel questions, right? So here's a quick example. If you think about it, if I were to type in the tax difference between an LLC and an S Corp, that doesn't mean I need an accountant, right? But it means that I'm probably a business owner and I'm considering what I should do. That's more of a top or a middle of funnel type of keyword. Now, if you had a solution to that, if you had, whether it was a website or a web page or something similar to that, what you're going to see is that we can get in front of that user through search engines. We can do that through paid ads. We can do that through blogs. We can do that on YouTube. Those are kind of the three spots. But that's what inbound is all about, a query. And then the top of funnel and middle of funnel is more of about, it's kind of topical. But the bottom of funnel, or your core commercial keywords, are CPA near me, bookkeeping services, bookkeeper near me, tax accountant near me, business accountant near me, CPA near me. Those keywords, boy, if anybody searches those, particularly in a 40-mile region around you, you want to win. And that's what I want to hit on right now. The two most powerful forms of lead generation that I found, and there are two more, we'll hit on them, but the two are, first of all, search ads. You can use Google ads and Bing ads to ensure that when someone searches accountants near me, we can get in front of them. And you can get in front of them in a pretty compelling way. The second stage of that is a search ad that targets local Google My Business. And I just call that the local Google My Business ads. Those two are really the foundations of what will drive good, consistent business your way. You can fill your sales funnel and take market share right then and there. And let me just hit on this real quick. So again, if I were to say accountants near me, what you'll see is that you have a paid ad up on the top. Underneath that, you have your Google My Business. And then underneath that, you have organic search results. But organic search results are incredibly difficult right now. They're dominated by companies like Yelp, Thurvo.com, Yelp, Thumbtack, Angie's List, Thumbtack. And unfortunately, these third-party aggregators are between you and your clients. But up here, we can win. Up here, you have a paid search ad, and this is a Google My Business paid search ad. We specialize in helping you do this. Okay, and I'm telling you, anytime there's a local snap pack like this, which is accountants near me, bookkeepers near me, CPAs near me, anytime that's a part of the search result, you have an opportunity to beat all of the national folks out there. You no longer have to rely on really big, complicated things. Marketing systems, you can really target folks. In fact, let me show you something here real quick, and I'll move on to the other two things. But there is a very important thing that you want to understand is how much keyword volume there is, how many searches there are for these. So let me show you real quick. I did a quick search in the Google AdWords system, and what this did was show me the keywords and their monthly average search volume, and this is just in the United States. So if you look at this, CPA near me gets 61,000 searches a month. You have bookkeeping services, 8,100 a month. Bookkeepers near me, 6,600 a month. Bookkeepers, 60,000. Accountants near me, 40,000. Accountants, 90,000. That's monthly search traffic. That's incredibly important. If you understand that, and then that's applied pro rata across each area. If you're a smaller area, you have a smaller percentage of that. But we find that it's very true that it remains very similar throughout what you're doing. So I'm telling you, when it's time to drive leads, you want to make sure that you hit on these paid search ads and Google My Business ads. We know how to do that with any kind of budget. Now, the other type of advertising that we do is called social media lead generation, right? And what this is it's all about kind of this lead magnet principle, right? And the lead magnet principle is that you can target folks on Facebook primarily, or LinkedIn, or even on Google Display, and you find the right people and you make an offer to them. And the offer is usually, hey, you can download my 5 tips to reduce your taxes for daycare businesses in exchange for your email. And after they fill out your form and they head to your website, fill out a form, you will give them this resource. In exchange for that resource, they give you their email. And I'll just show you, I've got a little client confidentiality. I already kind of gave it away of how we do it, but let me show you. Here's an example of something a lot of you guys have probably seen, because it's an ad that we actually use here. Now, this is a squeeze page, and I run a Facebook ad to this. And essentially what I'm trying to show is that I recorded a couple of videos that are really high value for small business, or for accountants, right? And if you hit this little play button, there's a little video where I give a pitch. Some people watch that, but most people come here, they see this, they read my ad, and they fill this out. And when they fill that out, what you're going to see is that we can push them to what's called a video sales landing page, right? And really the idea there is that by doing that, you're going to be able to pitch to them what it is that you're in the business of doing. They're going to get some valuable information. You can also then email and build a relationship with them over time. In fact, when you fill out that with my company and on my website, what you're going to see is you come here and we have a normal sales page. So we're going to have all our calls to action here. Our video sales landing pages are done more like a full-fledged website, but after they download that, they can actually come right here, watch the video. They can watch a second video that's pretty informative, and then we have all of our sales copy that just helps them understand what we do, who we are, examples of our work, and this works really well for us. Folks, I'm telling you, we do something similar. It's a little bit different for our accountants, and again, what I'll tell you is that the ads, when we set them up, we are able to tap into kind of the best of what Facebook, Google, and all these other places have. In fact, if you kind of take a look here, I'll show you what our ad looks like. Our ad is pretty powerful, but what I'll tell you is that we're able to get in there, create graphics that make sense, and not only that, but we do what's called custom conversions and machine learning optimized versions of this. Long story short, over time, we will drive improved results for that ad. We know how to do that better than just about anybody. And then we get into retargeting, and that's probably the next thing that is most important. So again, we do this Facebook lead magnet thing where we're going to help you get in front of the right people, generate emails that we can help you email them. We have automation. Usually you do about 5 or 6 emails in a row that all land to this, and then you move them along into another list on Facebook so that you can spend a little more time putting even more Facebook ads. But once you have their email, you should really be able to generate good conversations with them. So again, as I come here, that's we have the first 2 search ads, Google My Business search ads, we have social media lead generation, and then the last thing is retargeting. And retargeting is huge, okay? Retargeting is we will make an audience in Facebook, Google, and LinkedIn of people who have been on your website. And once they've hit your website, we can create a smaller subsection, a small audience, right? And that audience has already seen you. In fact, most of the time they've done a paid search ad to get there. And the only reason why they would search is because they have a problem. And that's the beauty of inbound marketing. They're showing they have a problem and they're going to click on it. So once they click on it, we make them an audience. Now we can create messaging that would be in front of just that small group of people, which means it's much more inexpensive. You're able to commit less daily budget to it, and you're going to keep your messaging in front of them. And it's a great way to target. So again, that's called retargeting. So again, when you do this, folks, we're going to make sure that we build a website that makes a ton of sense for you. We're going to work on your writing and messaging. We're going to get your website all designed out. We're going to help hook it up to the marketing machine, and I could go on and on and on about that. But really what we're going to do is we're going to help you implement best-in-class search ads, Google My Business search ads, social media lead generation, and retargeting. boy, I'm looking forward to connecting with you. God bless. Good luck. We're a small firm. We've got a full-time web designer, full-time project manager, full-time video guy, got a couple of writers that work with us. We're going to be hiring again pretty quick here. We're based out of the Twin Cities, and our values are to be trustworthy, competent, enjoyable, and rigorous as we're working with you. We would love to help you fill your sales funnel. Look, we got over 75 5-star reviews. We got 76. And probably 10 of those are character reviews, but the rest are from customers that we've actually helped. And I know we'll be able to get results for you too. Good luck. God bless. Looking forward to connecting.